Do you want to be the focal point of? When you enter a room, pay care not simply because to what you say, but also just due of your presence. Have you ever? I wish you were more well-known and appreciated. For the deference you are due if you responded, yes, you're not. Many of us feel alone in today's environment, overlooked and undervalued like we don't exist, but this is not something you have to accept. We will embark on a new adventure today. Together, they are full of challenges and promise, where we will gain valuable knowledge from Stoic thought to build a solid identity and an indisputable presence. The goal of this is not to attract attention, but about forming enduring routines that make you stronger and more respected. In this video, we'll examine things from the inside out. Review 10 essential tactics that have endured and is going to assist you alter the way that people perceive you more. Crucially, we'll examine how these strategies alter not just how other people observe you, as well as how you perceive. Come watch this challenge with us, watching this video through to the very finish to demonstrate to yourself your commitment to continue, even if the road ahead is difficult. It's not only about creating a now, it's about creating a solid, enduring presence that creates a long impression on others. Are you feeling prepared? Tell me in the comments when you're prepared to plan to start this trip immediately. First and foremost, people, look after yourselves. Who is incapable of loving themselves? Others, it's not self-centered to understand how to look after yourself. You can assist more people if you look after yourself. First of all, this is not just smart business, guidance as well as a fundamental life rule. Having self-awareness and leading a fulfilling life is essential for caring for oneself. First, spend some time learning about yourself from the necessities to moment you understand what your soul truly desires. You can begin physically with what you need, fostering and developing in a manner that makes sense for you to look after. Being oneself entails leading a fulfilling life and taking good care of your body by eating. Regular exercise and adequate sleep will do more than just improve your mood. However, it will also inspire others to more mentally love and care for you. Good self-care include consistent feeding. You can achieve this by reading your soul, meditating, or taking personal time. When your soul is nourished by hobbies, you become calm and self-assured, providing you with an last but not least. Keep in mind that self-care is a continuous endeavor, as one of the greatest Stoics was Marcus Aurelius. Emperors who were philosophers remarked, "Our life is what we believe it to be by consistently." By making an investment in yourself, you not only enhance your life's quality, but you could serve as a source of motivation for those. This is how you make others around you not plead or long for, but sincerely appreciate your second practice plan. Maintaining composure and being somber. Seneca, a philosopher, once stated that the best method for handling anger is to put it away. This suggestion can be very beneficial. Us cope with challenging and unpleasant circumstances in the modern world when we can be overcome by unfavorable feelings, and it's more crucial now than it has ever been. To use restraint and remain. Imagine having a demanding day at work. Enter a late meeting and are greeted with your co-workers' angry glances. Your gut may urge you to act negatively, yet remain composed, inhale deeply, and take a minute to reflect in silence. Then assume responsibility for the circumstance. Your reaction will not just reduce the stress, but individuals will also. I respect your ability to remain composed in the Bible says to be still and know that. The deed has a similar meaning to I am God. Being silent is an indication of inner strength and humility. When we acknowledge silence gives us space to reflect profoundly about the world and ourselves surrounding us. To cultivate self-control and calmness is not just a means of becoming better ourselves, as well as a means of communication profoundly with religious principles that are: we value composure in the face of the storm is the art of life, as well as the essential to gaining the affection and respect of others. When you adhere to this age-old philosophy, you give people respect and love from those that care about you. Participate in the discussion in our com area. Talk about the difficulties you're having and how you calmly get beyond them, and calm as the world seemed to. We frequently lose sight of the real. Time is an intangible item that has value. You can never get back what you've lost. But did you recognize that by appropriately appreciating your time, we not only get more independent in each choice, but also draw in gratitude and respect from folks in the vicinity? Us envision the day you become a master time management. Others will not just respect you, but also look for every means to support you and gain knowledge from you. This is not merely a pledge, but also an unavoidable outcome when using Stone philosophy to control your time management plan. Third, value your time by imagining you are still in the storm's eye. You continue to be unwavering despite this vision of pandemonium encircling you functions as a metaphor for the obstacles and the ways in which one must face them. While we might not have any influence over outside situations, over which we have control over how we respond. People in our immediate vicinity respect and admire us. When we maintain our composure in life's shifts, follow the lead of a leader who is experiencing a crisis that may indicate there are whispers of the company's demise. Spreading the word that the leader is failing control of the group due to nervousness rather than surrendering, the leader declines. To settle down, this leader calls a getting together with everyone where they provide rumors and lies are put to rest by the facts. Without a well-defined strategy, their calmness reassures the group, which lowers fear and increasing self-assurance. So how can you remain composed and cool first? Take a time to reflect before. When you reply to anything, pause to stop. This brief respite will assist you. Collect your thoughts, then consider what's happening, and react rather than responding with consistent attentiveness. Or meditation can assist you in becoming a foundation of serenity, even in the face of third. Take control of what's going wrong. You can remind yourself of the fact that you are only able to alter how you. Responding with an emphasis on this can help ease concern and sentiments of helplessness. Fourth, alter your behavior. Instead of perceiving things as difficult, consider circumstances as dangers. Perceive them as opportunities to live morally and obtain. Better yet, take note of everything you do following every difficult circumstance. Consider what transpired and how you handled it, with it and the lessons it may teach you. This way of thinking on things helps you maintain composure in the goal of future Stoicism is not to conceal your sentiments or being distinct from the world. It's about determining what matters and concentrating on smart answers. By doing so, we obtain the regard and gratitude for folks in the vicinity. Maintain our composure when seeing a society that not only honors but also looks for the tranquility you represent. The fourth method of practice. Are you able to listen carefully? Listener, picture yourself in a discussion with a friend who's revealing a difficult personal problem, internal conflict. Rather than looking at your phone or considering your upcoming reaction, you decide to keep quiet and pay close attention to what they're saying. Sometimes you pose helpful inquiries, demonstrating that you're not only hearing, but also comprehending the weight of their statements. The outcome, you don't only make them feel understood and heard, but also create a strong bond, due to the fact that you've actually turned into a haven for their soul. Active listening is, in fact, more than just a competence, is a necessary component of becoming a happy and liberated person. In accordance with the goal of Stoic principles, is to approach each discussion as a chance to discover not only about other people, but also regarding. When you really listen to yourself, you're being humble and open oneself to other people's experiences and feelings. So how do you actually practice? Mastering active listening is the first step. Your personal feelings and ideas when you start a conversation, and remind yourself that your objective is to comprehend, not to answer the next practice with complete focus. Simply by hearing what has been said, but additionally by looking at body language and sentiments, not finally, remain patient, because sometimes words are less effective than quiet. Throughout history, intellectuals like as Seneca and Marcus Aurelius Epicus have emphasized how crucial it is to pay attention to both to oneself and to others. They perceived it as a vital component of leading a decent and meaningful existence. When you pay attention to not merely absorbing knowledge, you're additionally broadening your heart and thoughts to accept the lessons life has to offer. From each discussion and experience. Now respond to my initial query. Do you listen well? Have you ever heard someone out and provided them with leave your deep thoughts in the comments section? Remarks. Area number 5. Plan accepted. According to lifelong Seneca, as long as you should continue to learn how to. This timeless insight demonstrates how it is crucial to continue getting better, and adjusting to novel circumstances in life along the path of self-control and self-improvement. Embracing a spirit of learning that lasts a lifetime is a way of life, not merely a piece of advice. Things will gain us attention and respect from those in our immediate vicinity. When we pledge to never-ending education, we not only acquire greater understanding, but we also create a profound comprehension of the world and humanity. This not only aids in our transformation, our conduct and disposition to be more in harmony with society and the environment, but it also increases our worth in other people's eyes. Sharing our expertise and life experiences is a crucial step in this procedure. By instructing others and encouraging their ideas, we not only instruct others, but with every lesson, we also validate our own value. And the narrative we hear validates what we already understand and the way we view life. However, lifelong learning is more than just obtaining additional details. It's also regarding developing one's character and becoming patient, appreciative, and receptive when things get difficult or go awry. Following the Stoic school of thought, learn to view everything from a variety of viewpoints that transform every obstacle into a chance for development by accepting the honorable responsibility of education. While making a commitment to lifelong learning, we not only increase in value in the eyes of people in our vicinity, but also produce a beneficial influence on the world. This causes people to not only value, but additionally perceive our existence and direction in their lives. Turning into worthless in other people's view does not only result from exercising authority, but by enlarging the soul. By exchanging information and comprehension, we cultivate affection and respect from those. This is not a quick or simple situation around us. It calls for guts and tenacity, must confront failure, fear, and the will to improve every day. When we spend time learning and grow as individuals, we not only increase our understanding but also deepen our spirits by establishing the basis for a meaningful existence. But prior to our continuing our voyage, I appreciate you viewing and participating us in this video's first half, but let's continue this. Don't stop here. Journey together to investigate the upcoming concept. Acknowledges that reality is the foundation of every successful relationship. Please like, share, and subscribe this video to inspire more individuals and assist us in creating a solid and encouraging. The 6th community plan accepts being. Are you aware that sincerity is the most precious item you can own? As Epicus sagely stated that if you wish to become write what you really think. Being truthful is more than just a tactic. It's a lifestyle that teaches us to value ourselves and help others see our worth. Patrick, a freelance graphic designer, for instance, the designer was under pressure to produce goods that the market desired rather than what he had a genuine enthusiasm for. Even despite his financial success, he felt devoid of creativity and ignite. Patrick decided to make one alteration. Day he began working on his own undertakings that demonstrated his distinct style and create a viewpoint initially. He was concerned that this will not be well received, new, more individualistic fashion, yet the reverse occurred. His work began to receive recognition, and the design community's attention, with many assigning high grades to each piece for Patrick's narrative being authentic and new, is an excellent illustration of the strength of genuineness when we dare to live authentically. We not only draw attention to ourselves, but like-minded people, but additionally leave a profound and enduring impact on them. Being genuine not only shows our actual essence, while also enabling us to communicate on a closer relationship with people around us, establishing a setting where honor and gratitude are granted not just to ourselves, but to everybody. Recall that in a society where the truth is frequently superficiality and undervaluation, readily authenticity that is accepted is your most priceless possession that not only makes you distinctive, irreplaceable, and in a people clamor for your presence when you make sense, and participating in their daily lives by accepting and communicating your genuineness, you not only express a strong message of self-worth but also aid in building a society where everyone is valued and respected for who they really are. Within each of us harbors an undisclosed secret, deeply personal and difficult to convey. When we retain a portion of our elays, we not only safeguard ourselves' inherent worth while simultaneously stimulating interest, generating a compelling allure that isn't only makes one feel more valuable in the sight of others, but also cultivates a deeper partnerships in which respect for one another and wish to comprehend one another turn into the center seventh strategy number that keeps things mysterious. Being near strangers frequently piques interest, and an interest in finding out more. This is not just a social occurrence, but also an ingrained aspect of human nature. At its core is a thirst for the unknown, of Stoic thought, which causes people to more worth in other people's eyes, while also generating an overwhelming desire to discover more, inclined to consider oneself an accessible book, with fresh insights and concepts about people are organically on every page. Eager to accompany you on your exploration of the world by turning a chat into an exciting adventure, you develop not just your storytelling skills, but also a source of inspiration that leaves others in awe. What more can they take away from this? Person regarding life's growth. Understanding to get appreciation isn't only to obtain additional information. It's moreover about utilizing and distributing what you've discovered in the real world when you share the lessons you teach others in life, your life, which produces profound and significant relationships. Sharing not only creates not only your life, but also the lives of the respect you get from others around you, is not something that can easily counterfeited or purchased it through ongoing education. And expanding become a source of experience and expertise not only generate respect, but it also positions you as the focal point of appreciation and attention. Making others plead on your behalf isn't merely about maintaining personal data through constant sharing, which is the secret, and growth that makes you an irresistible origin of motivation as a prompt to always attempt to improve and add genuine value for accept yourself and those around you. Lifetime education. How would maintaining this your life is transformed by a feeling of mystery? Are you willing to implement it? Tell us about your experiences below so that we can all study the eighth tactic and apply it on your own. Judgment, Picture yourself at a social gathering or internet occasion and would like to share everything pertaining to your private life. But in these circumstances, keep in mind the power of self-discipline in the social. Our continual contact and media consumption make us wish to divulge everything of Big's achievements to minor grievances. Yet there are many benefits to choosing carefully what we share, and the person we share it with is not just. This teaches self-control, and it's also reminding ourselves to indulge in honor and protect our mental space. My friend is a prosperous businessman. Had to make a significant decision once. Should he describe his upcoming project to everyone? He operated in a market that was extremely competitive, and the data was useful. Suddenly he recalled what the Seneca, a philosopher, discussed: how the smart man has all he needs, many things, but the idiot doesn't everything, since he is unsure about how to utilize anything. He chose not to disclose every aspect of the project, but to keep them under wraps by revealing only a limited number of reliable partners and workers. Regarding the project's results, was started without any intervention or stealing ideas from rivals to give them a significant commercial advantage. By doing this, he not only demonstrated the effectiveness of self-control, but he also maintained the respect and trust of people in his immediate vicinity. Being restrained is not only a lifestyle, it's also an approach. Before disclosing anything, ask: do you think this information is useful to me? Will it benefit others in the long term? If the answer is no, please respect and trust me. Perhaps you should keep it to yourself. Keeping in mind that discretion is a type of strength, we don't just protect ourselves, prevent needless dangers, but we also construct a powerful self-image that makes people are interested in learning more about and ultimately appreciate our really. This is how we demonstrate value, not just knowledge, as well as self-respect, which is a characteristic that attracts notice, commendation, and possibly a request to be with us. Discussing the 9th strategy, embrace the art of receiving the transaction, can enhance our community and spirituality. Accepting art not only improves lives but it fosters a culture as well, of kindness, unity, and reciprocity. The foundation of support Stoicism is 5. The first principle is acknowledging interconnectedness, which implies that we recognize our innate relationship to God's self-sufficiency, and others being arrogant can distance us from the wealthy. Tapestry of God and community support. The second is evolving. When we embrace God's grace, we are grateful. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude that recognizes the generosity of others and the tangible spiritual and emotional abilities that have. The third that has been given to us is creating acceptance of humility, humbles us by acknowledging that we are not unbeatable, and that admitting is the first step toward wisdom. Building is the fourth of our shortcomings and needs. Acceptance by others fosters a sense of community. We strengthen our community. Community relationships demonstrate that anybody may openly express their needs, and where they are lacking in this mutual openness too. Weakness is what fosters profound trust relationships among individuals. The fifth is encouraging generosity in a beautiful circle. Having the ability to reconcile kindness increases others' willingness to provide. In order to truly master the art of acceptance, you may begin with modest daily occurrences that cause others to feel greetings. When someone expresses gratitude, simply say, "Thank you for demonstrating your comprehension." What they meant to say, seek assistance when you need it, and view it as an opportunity to develop partnerships. Accept criticism in a constructive way. Seeing it as an opportunity to do better, the public expresses gratitude for good deeds, no matter how tiny. By doing them, we not only create our own lives more effectively, but we also assist in creating a culture of unity, love, and support. Therefore, mastering the skill of acceptance it's a deep symptom of vulnerability. demonstration of fortitude, resiliency, and acknowledgement of our common humanity and divinity. If you concur on our assertion that perspective, kindly provide a remark regarding how, in the comments, you demonstrate acceptance. When times are tough, we frequently search for inner fortitude to endure it, but whence does that power originate? From what causes someone to not simply receive stronger and able to get back up after falling and stronger? Join us for the final technique in the lesson today, where you'll remember how you may teach yourself to be steadfast and persistent on a journey that Stoics depicted in a very clearly at the top of Phil's mind. Plan Bill develops endurance and tenacity. Stoicism teaches us to recognize the distinction between the things under our control and things we are unable to withstand, indicates understanding that a lot of factors out of our control, such as those of others, ideas, deeds, and unanticipated life, things can't be. Nonetheless, this comprehension is not a sign of giving it up, is a courageous choice to invest our time and energy into what we must act on your thoughts and feelings. When you adhere to this idea, you gives off a serene and confident attitude that makes, when they see you, they want to be near you. You aren't like a reed in the wind, but as an unwavering mountain, even throughout resilience in storms, is achieved by meeting issues repeatedly and remaining with them despite the difficulties. It's important to view obstacles as opportunities that cannot be dissected, but as possibilities to develop and learn. Stoic exercises, such as choosing hardships and considering problems, are not only assessments, but also means to strengthen your mental fortitude while you communicate your inspirational tales of tenacity. You turn into a beacon of hope for others, and evidence of the unwavering spirit of humans have an inherent tendency toward those who exhibit these characteristics, considering them to be friends, leaders, and partners. Stoicism alters our perception of issues such that we are not just aware of them as issues, but as chances for development. This shift in our perspective on things, how we feel about the issues in life that appeared intractable to resolve, yet stepping stones, you will be looked up to for guidance and business, not just because, in addition to your strength, you convey a vision that transforms adversity into chance. As we conclude the class for today, let's discuss this for a moment. Motivating journey. We have examined 10 effective tactics from the Stoic school of thought to alter not just how you are perceived and valued by others, but also how you perceive and value personally. We think that everyone's. Since the path is unique, how has this theme impacted? Please leave a comment to assist all of us. Recognize before we die, and remember that each subscriber, enjoy and share, is an excellent method to express your support for this material and inform us of your thoughts. If you would like to see more, please click the alert bell to learn more about fresh and significant life lessons of Stoic thinking. View the films that are displayed at the conclusion of this one. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us today. Keep going, attempting, and above all, continue to shine. We plan to accompany you at every stage of